and hello at the same time. Hey, like, guess what? I found my headphones, They were in my dad's stereo thing, and his speaker console manipulative, blah, blah, crazy word, manipulative console. So, I just listened to the last, I don't know, 10 minutes of this tape, and got a really good feeling from it. I thought that it sounded like shit, and it sounded really good, man. It sounded like I was making a lot of sense, and it sounded like it was working, which is what I wanted it to do. But it's weird because, like, I listened to it, and I'm thinking the whole time I'm getting into it, and I should be talking as I'm listening to it. And I figured by the time it was over, what I had to say would be like bullshit because I'd be burnt out. I waited so long, to talk, that by the time I got there to talk, it would be shit. Maybe not. Listening to it, it's like I heard a lot of good stuff going down. And the only thing that ruins that is the saying or the feeling, of me saying, like, oh, it's bull. But it's not. This is good shit, man. This is fucking excellent. If you fucking people, whoever you are, listening to this tape, now that I'm gone, because I figure, that nobody's gonna really hear this until I'm dead. But now that I'm fucking gone, man, you're gonna hear this shit and you're gonna love this fucking stuff, man. And it's worth it, man. What I'm saying is fucking true, and it's good to the point, and it's right on. It's there, man. It is so fucking there. It's incredible. So let me blow my own horn for a while. I always knew that I was very modest, man. I tell people about that. The first thing I say to people, not the first thing, but when I talk to people, if I get to know somebody, I tell them, man. I tell them how modest I am. I make a point of it, too. I make a point of telling people that I'm extremely modest. Because I am. And I am. Yeah. So, like, what's up? Bullshitting a wraparound bebop kind of a conversation is really good. And no matter what you say, as long as you keep on talking, man, no matter what you say, it's gonna work. As long as you keep on talking. And I'm talking to myself right now. I'm saying, that's the way it is with you, And I'm feeling that weird kind of a thing about, shoo. Talking. Who is I can remember, when I was, 13, I would, lay down and I'd be ready to go to sleep. And I'd be laying in bed. And, I would think about who I was and what I was and why I was here, And I would think about, okay, your thoughts, your thinking pattern, your thoughts, where do they come from? Okay? You've got this physical thing of, flesh, which is a lot of blood pumping around this internal system, And the main, the control port, the service desk part of your, body is your brain. And the brain, it's just like a whole lot of it generates thought. And okay, from that physical, glob of flesh and liquid, my thoughts are coming from that. And what's the reason for that? Air is like a physical thing of flesh. And it's a blob of thing, a blob of stuff there. And I'm getting these thoughts from that, it's part of me, it's me. My brain is my being. And that thing, man, that thing is making me what I am. And so what's it do, man? And why am I here? Why am I here? It's like it's doing this thing to me right now. It's thinking and making me talk. And what's it worth? I mean, what's it doing, man? Whew, it's me. And why am I here? Why am I here? I would close my eyes, and I would just get into it. It was like tripping before acid, It was like the trip, phew, totally straight mental trip, where I would just go all the way back, even farther than back, I would keep going and going and going to the point where it freaked me out, I reached a point where I felt so totally insignificant that I had to just like say, stop this, and bring myself out of it. And just stop it, man. Totally cut it out. Because, like, I don't know, man. I'll get into myself. I really did, man. It was great. It was scary. That's why it was great. My bum trips have been my best trips with acid, The bum ones, the ones that have kind of flipped out a little bit, have been scary and intense and later on enjoyable. Enjoyable. I'm glad I'm rational, Anyway, like I found my headphones. Thank God, everybody can rest now. I feel really good tonight. I had a good time over at Joe's with Rich and Janet, or Janice, whatever the hell her name is. It was like really cool. Okay, you know what I gotta do, man, is I gotta figure out, okay, I'm gonna settle into just one certain chick, whoever it's gonna be, it doesn't matter so much. That chick is a chick, I guess, right? And I'm gonna settle into this thing. And the more I settle into it, the more I like it, the more it's gonna work. But I don't want it yet. There's something to be said about naivety. There's something to be said about a lot of things, too. So, when I'm wired, when I'm cranking and feeling good, like, listen to that tape, man. Listen to the tape you just heard before I'm talking now. That made a shitload of sense, man. It was there. To me, it was there, of course, because I said it. But it was there, man. It made sense. It was on top of things, man. Because, like, when I'm drunk, and I get loose, I can say fucking shit and not worry about it. And I can make it sound right to the conversation. When I'm straight, I'm like, okay, here's my straight voice. I'll see if I can get it together. Well, I went to the ball game today, and I didn't know the teams or anything like that, but I thought it was good. Did you think it was good? I thought it was good. And, oh, you think I'm an asshole, don't you? Yeah. I know, I'm not getting down on myself at all, but it feels that way. It's like faggoty. My straight voice seems like, to me, it's like faggoty. I don't know. It probably isn't, but I feel that way. I'm going to put my headphones on and check this out while I'm talking. Sometimes it's like a really weird effect. But it's like, no, I'm not going to do it because you know why? Because when I put the headphones on, I listen to myself and get very egotistical with what I say. Very, like make a statement kind of a feeling. And I don't want to do that, man. I don't want to do that. Hey, Lenny Bruce, man. Lenny, you're me. You're right there, I admire that fucking guy so much. I've learned a lot from him. He don't even know it. And if I don't become famous soon, I'm gonna be pissed off. I gotta start going up there and doing my thing, man. They're doing it left and right all over the place, man. So it's my turn, right? Get up there and do my thing. I know I'm cute. I know I can do it with people, And And all I have to do is like broaden my horizons, get up there and fucking do it. And what pisses me off is that I'm only saying this because I'm cranking a bit. I did some crank this morning. I've been doing crank for 2 days. Last night and this morning. I did $20 worth, man. Which don't really sound like a whole lot. Plus it was shitty crank. Speed is good. Yeah, you can get going, man. You can really do a lot of shit on that stuff. But the problem is it gets out of hand, man. It gets, it closes in. Grace Slick said, a thing one time, and I think it's on this tape too. She said, drugs, it's like a box. You use drugs to expand your thoughts, expand your mind, to create new thought and new feeling. But after a while, you depend on it. And when you depend on that feeling, when you depend on that drug to create an effect, it will close in on you. All of a sudden, the door traps, It's like a trap door that shuts on you. And you're like, blech. For like, I don't know, a while, a couple of weeks, a month, Then you pick up the pieces and you're back again. I love to fucking talk, man. Talking is good if you know what you're saying. Talking is good when it's not bullshit. When talking is bullshit that you can cash it in because it's not worth a damn thing. So like, where do we go? You should have heard me singing. It was so great. I was doing a thing where doodle bop 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 doo 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 little bop bop doo little da 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 do 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 da da. I did do the da 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 ram pa pa pong yeah dum tum tum pa tum 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 pa tum 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 hey yeah 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 today da 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 yeah yeah I say yeah yeah do 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 da 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 da. Dum dum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. That's like my thing. That's it. I can't sing, man. I can't do the thing about, hello, doctor's my old friend. I've come to talk with you again because of vision softly creeping. I can do it, but I can't do it because I don't feel it. Feeling is like, because vision softly creeping, da da da, softly sleeping, because da 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 da. That's how it is, man. That's the feeling of life, the sound of life, and the way it is, the way it was. Edric Murrow, whatever his name is. So like, I'm gonna play this back, man, and listen to it, and probably crash, and probably talk, and see like how crazy it sounds.